Hello students, today I am coming with a upcoming chapter named Electric Current for class 10 students. So the first is, what is the definition? What do you mean by electric current? Electric current means it is the amount of charge per unit time that crosses through that surface. The electric current is defined. The electric current is defined as the amount of charge per unit time. Charge per unit time. Here current is measured in ampere. Current is measured in ampere. Charge is measured in coulomb, whose abbreviation is C. Therefore, current I is equal to charge by time. Charge by time. 1 ampere of current flows when 1 current of charge flows for 1 second. 1 ampere of current flows when 1 coulomb of charge flows for 1 second. Charge flows for 1 second. 1 ampere of current flows when 1 coulomb of charge flows for 1 second. So, the abbreviation for charge Q is equal to N into E, that is equal to number of electrons multiplied by charge present on 1 electron. Charge present in 1 electron. Charge present in 1 electron. Current always travels from positive, that is equal to I is equal to Q by T. So this is equal to N into E by T. So that is equal to, remember current always flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. So this is all about the electric current. So always remember, the electric current is, again I am repeating, electric current is defined as the amount of charge per unit time. Current is measured in ampere and charge is measured in coulomb. I is equal to charge by time according to the definition. So when 1 ampere of current flows when through 1 coulomb of charge, when 1 ampere of current flows when 1 coulomb of charge flows for 1 second. Therefore Q is equal to N into E. What is N? N is the number of electrons. What is E? Charge present in 1 electron. So I is equal to Q by T. N is that is equal to N into E by T. The value of E is equal to 6.25 into 10 to the power 18. 10 to the power, this much charge flows in 1 electron. Therefore remember, always current always flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. Next we will think about what does the charge means. What does the charge means? When two bodies are rubbed together, charges are produced. The two body which gets positive charge has the deficiency of electrons, and the body which gets negative charge has excess of electrons. Electrons are very much lighter than atoms and are easier to move around. So most charges arise because electrons are moved from one place to another. An electric current is a flow of electric charge. As electricity is never used up, the amount of electric charge never changes. It just moves from one place to another. In electric circuits, the force which derives the charge or flow of electron in is EMF of the battery or an alternating current. Charge is 1 coulomb, that is equal to always 6.25 into 10 to the power 4 electrons move, or 1 ampere current flows in 1 second. So this is all about the charge. So remember, always the charge is never destroyed. It only moves from one position to one point to another point. Only it moves from the excess to deficiency. Electron carries negative charge, so the excess of electrons which drifts from the positive to the negative terminals are known as charge. So now we will move to the EMF. What do you mean by EMF? What do you mean by EMF? This is known as electromotive force. It is equal to the work done in transporting. It is equal to the work done in transporting a unit positive charge, in transporting a unit positive charge from positive electrode of the cell back to itself. From the positive electrode the cell back to itself. Back to itself. The external resistance itself to the negative terminal. Through the electrolyte of the cell. Through the electrolyte of the cell. Therefore, potential difference between 2 points is defined as the potential difference between 2 points is defined as the work done in work done in moving a unit positive charge, work done in moving a unit positive charge positive charge from one point to other. Unit positive charge from one point to other. One point to other. When the circuit is closed. When the circuit is closed. That means E is equal to B. E is equal to B, and if R is equal to 0, E minus B is equal to IR. E minus B is equal to IR. E is greater than B and R is not equal to 0, and R is not equal to 0, where E minus B is equal to drop in voltage. Drop in voltage. E and B are both measured. Both are measured in volts. Measured in volts. So this is known as EMF. What do you mean by EMF? EMF, the full form of EMF is electromotive force. It is equal to the work done in transporting a unit positive charge from the positive electrode of the cell back to itself through the electrolyte of the cell. Therefore, potential difference between 2 points is defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from one point to other when the circuit is closed. If E is equal, therefore E is equal to B if R is equal to 0. E minus B is equal to IR if E is greater than B and B is not equal to 0, where E minus B is equal to drop in voltage and E and B both are measured in volts. Next we will come to resistance. What do you mean by resistance? Resistance means, as the word defines, resistance means to resist. The resistance means to resist. The one who resists the useful works. So here also similarly, if we will think about the resistance means obstruction offered to flow of current by the wire. Obstruction offered to the flow of current by the wire. So obstruction, this obstruction, that the factors affecting the obstructions are factors affecting the obstructions are, that means are length of the wire, area of cross section of the wire, So how does these two affect the resistance? That means resistance is directly proportional to length of the wire. That means when length increases, resistance also increases. Similarly, R is inversely proportional to area of cross section of the wire. Area of cross section of the wire. A, here A is capital. Area of cross section of the wire. So the resistance, so this is equal to R is directly proportional to the area of cross section of the wire. Means when area increases, resistance decreases. So this is known as the resistance of the wire, and this resistance, so if we will combine these two, that is equal to R is equal to rho into R is equal to rho L by A. R is equal to rho L by A. Long and thin wire offers more resistance than a short and thick wire. Remember always, long and thin wire offers more resistance than a short and thick wire. It is measured, the units of resistance is ohm. The unit of resistance is ohm. The resistance of a conductor is said to be 1 ohm if under the potential difference 1 volt under a potential difference of 1 volt a current of 1 ampere flows through the conductor. Remember, what the resistance of a conductor is said to be 1 ohm if under a potential difference of 1 volt a current of 1 ampere flows through the conductor. So this is all about the resistance. Now this resistance is known as, there are two types of resistance. The number one is internal resistance and the number two is external resistance. Resistance number one is internal resistance. And number two is external resistance. Number one is internal resistance and number two is external resistance. Internal resistance. What do you mean by internal resistance? Internal resistance of a cell is defined as the resistance offered by the electrolyte and electrodes of a cell when electric current flows through it. It is always in series in a circuit. If a number of cells are in series, then the internal resistance of a cell or the resistance of the cells is added around to get the series combination. But if a number of cells are connected in parallel, then internal resistance is also calculated by according to the reciprocal of parallel combination. So internal resistance when in series, internal resistance when in series. That is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 dash 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 R to the power n. Then the next external resistance in internal resistance in parallel. In parallel. 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 dash 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 1 by Rn. So R dash is equal to reciprocal of the above result. Reciprocal of the above result. So next we will come to the relationship between resistance, voltage, potential difference and current. Resistance, potential difference and current. The person who told about this was Ohm. So the relationship between current, voltage and resistance, the person who gave this relationship is known as George Ohm. So according to the Ohm's law, the current flowing, according to the Ohm's law, the current flowing through a circuit current flowing through a circuit is directly proportional to the resistance to the potential difference. Potential difference at the ends. So this is known as the Ohm's law. So according to this law, if I is the current flowing, I is equal to current, V is equal to potential difference, V is equal to potential difference, then according to Ohm's law, I is directly proportional to V. I is directly proportional to V. This means V is equal to IR, where R is the, if we will say that V is directly proportional to I, then V is equal to IR, where that means V and R is the known as proportionate constant. Or resistance. Or resistance. So according to this law, I is equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R. To verify this one, if we will make a circuit like this way, and make a circuit and draw a graph line with the flow of the current to the corresponding potential difference, then this is potential difference and this is current. This is current. We will get a straight line. We will get a straight line and to the current. So when the potential difference increases, as the flow of current also increases, or in the reverse way, if we will say that if the current increases, potential difference also increases. Why? The resistance in the circuit should remain constant. Resistance in the circuit should remain constant. Now this Ohm's law is abided by some conductors and some conductors do not abide this Ohm's law. So conductors are the conductors. There are two types. One is good conductor and one is good conductor. The second one is insulator. And the third one is bad conductor. Bad conductor. Good conductors, those who have a lot of free electrons. A lot of free electrons. Bad conductor, less number of free electrons. Insulator, no free electrons. So now these conductors are again divided into two categories. One is ohmic conductor and another one is non-ohmic conductor. Ohmic conductors are those conductors which obeys Ohm's law, which obeys Ohm's law. But non-ohmic conductors are those conductors which do not obey Ohm's law. Ohm's law. These are all about the flow of the currents and the Ohm's law about the conductors. Now we will read about the combination of resistance. The combination of resistance is done in two types. Combination of resistance, combination of resistors. Combination of resistors is done by two types. One is series combination, and another one is parallel combination. In series combination, all the resistance are added. R1 plus R2 plus R3 is simply added. Then till Rn as number of electrons, as number of resistors. But in parallel combination, the 1 by R1, the reciprocals of the resistance, value of the resistance is added, which gives you dash 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 as to 1 by Rn, which gives you U is equal to 1 by R dash. The reciprocal of the above resistance, reciprocal of the above resistance result gives the result of the combination of resistance. Combination of resistance. So this is all about the chapter electricity, and now I am going to tell you about the formulas required for these chapters. Number 1. Now I am going to give you the formulas of these chapters. Number 1, R is equal to rho L by A, where R is equal to resistance, rho is equal to resistivity, L is equal to length of the conductor, and A is equal to area of cross section of the conductor. So the next one is V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR. That means V is equal to potential difference I is equal to current, R is equal to resistance. R is equal to resistance. Then the next is equal, number 3 is E is equal to capital E is equal to I R minus R plus R, capital R plus small r. So here I is equal to E is equal to EMF, E is equal to EMF, R is equal to internal resistance, R is equal to internal resistance, R is equal to internal resistance, and E and big R is equal to external resistance, and I is equal to current. Number 4. E minus B is equal to IR, where E minus B is equal to drop in potential, E minus B is equal to drop in potential, and I is equal to known as current, and R is the internal resistance. Similarly, combination of resistance in series. Combination of resistance in series, that is R n is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 dash 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 till Rn. Then combination of resistance in parallel. That is equal to 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 dash 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 1 by Rn. The reciprocal of the result gives the combination. So these are the formulas, some of the formulas. Now the rest of the formulas you will get in the part 2. Only the formula list of this chapter will be given in the part 2. So go through it. Very soon it is coming into your mobile, in my channel, into your mobile sets.